Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nurlaela. I'm from class 3A. I'm student of English Education Program, Faculty of. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. I'm Nurlaela. I'm from 3A and I'm student of English Education Program, Faculty of Teacher Training Education, Universitas Galuh. And now I would like to explain about the teaching of English vocabulary to young learners. Now, there are 5 points of it. For the first, background of the study, research question, purpose of the study, literature review, and in the last, research methodology. And for the first is about introduction or background of the study. As a kindergarten is the place for students to learn English for first time. The student just learn the basic vocabulary. Vocabulary is very important to be mastered first, since it is an essential means in conducting communication. Based on the reason above, the focus should be on the vocabulary in the kindergarten level. It can help them understand the basis of studying English and prepare to study English in higher level. Vocabulary is one of the important aspects in learning English. The mastery of it would be very helpful when one was learning foreign language, having a good mastery on it. It would also facilitate him to comprehend the subject learned in which it was in English. Vocabulary is used in any situation. It is the form of spoken or written language. We should have an adequate vocabulary to improve the foreign language skill. And the next is about research question. And the research question is, how does the teacher teach English vocabulary to young learners at a group of kindergarten Nurul Iman? And the purpose of the study is, especially this study is purpose to describe the technique used by the teacher in teaching English vocabulary for young learners. And the reason for choosing this topic is there is no policy that regulates English should be taught since primary level. And the second, there is no standardization for English teachers who teach kindergarten in Indonesia. And the next, many English teachers come from various educational backgrounds. And the last, the students have like amount and type of exposure to learn English vocabulary. And the next is about literature review. One point of its vocabulary. And for the general concept of vocabulary, the importance of vocabulary and vocabulary mastery and types of vocabulary. And in the point B is about young learners. Young learners will learn best if the people involved in teaching learning process facilitate the learning and take into account the way they learn into the teaching practice. Young learners can be included into those age 4 until 11 years or within constrained operational stage, where they learn best from concrete things around them. Teaching kindergarten students is not the same as teaching adults because it possesses different characteristics and maintenance by highlight that children are not self-motivated and do not have a need to learn English immediately. And teaching vocabulary to young learners. In teaching English as teacher, we all know that we should do in our preparation before teaching in the classroom, such as make lesson plan, prepare some aid for teaching, and many else. Every teacher will do their own way to teaching English, but basically they do the same thing like others as their method in teaching English. And last is about methodology, research method. The study was intended to investigate kind of techniques used by the teachers to teach English vocabulary for young learners in kindergarten of Nurul Iman. The writer used a case study method to conduct this study. Creswell elaborates case study is an elaboration of a case or multiple cases over time through detailed, in-depth data collection involving multiple sources and of information rich in context. A case study was the appropriate method to be used in this study in order to find depth data toward the English vocabulary techniques held by the teachers for a group student of kindergarten Nurul Iman. Data and data sources. The data that used in this study were the vocabulary teaching technique for a group student of kindergarten Nurul Iman, which were gained through observation, interview, and document. Meanwhile, the data sources used in this research were an English teacher and the student of a group student in kindergarten of Nurul Iman. And the next is about the instrument. There are three of it, that is observation, interview, and study of document. That's all about my presentation. Thank you for your nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.